Do you
Want
want
to
to
kick it
do
off?
this
Yeah, let's
or?
do it, man.
All
Ready.
right. Well, welcome to episode number 71 of Long Lost Pals, our Victory Bell episode. The spelling was not what I expected it to be. I just expected it to be victory and then bell at the end. It's like victory. It's just
Yeah.
not it. I'm Joey.
I'm Karrin.
And this is a show of one segment where we go through our weekly bottom five. Our weekly bottom five is just a chance for us to go over five things from the previous week that pissed us off. Can be pop culture, can be news, can be sports, anything under the sun, essentially. Personal experiences. We put a 10-minute timer on to try to keep us on track. Corinne always goes first, and we alternate. So, Corinne, whenever you're ready, you can get started with your number five.
Number five, I'm gonna start off with some light. I'm going with people who make everything a competition.
Mm.
To give you an example, I say, "Oh man, I'm just so tired today. I got up at 6 this morning." Jackass, "Why I got up at 5:15?" Uh, okay, bitch. Yeah, I ran 2.5 miles at the gym the other day. I ran four. Bitch, do you want a cookie? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I hate people who make everything a competition. I don't give a fuck. I'm not living up to your fucking standards. If I got up super fucking early, it was early to me, bitch, and I want to complain about that shit. I don't care what time your ass got up. I don't care. It's not a competition. I hate that shit.
I was just chuckling a little bit because for one, that's funny, but for two, like the other day, like I typically wake up with the kids. It's just kind of my role. Like we have different roles. I typically wake up early. Des sleeps a little later. So the other day, like Des got like a couple more hours of sleep than me. And like later, she was like about to take a nap, and I was frustrated. And I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I was like, "You woke up at like 8. I woke up at 6." She goes, "Oh, I didn't know it was a competition." I was like, "That shit made me so mad." But
Period,
then
queen.
but then to be fair, we had a very good conversation when she realized she's like, you don't address things that bother you, and then you let it build up, and then you like get upset when you could just talk to me about that. We had a really good conversation. You know what? But that was just funny because you said the competition thing. She said that. Number five for me. I'm going with so after Love Island would come on and the show would end, if you'd be all caught up on the episodes, they'd like just start playing a different show. And they started playing Love at First Sight, which is a show I'd seen before. So like too many episodes for me, a little bit too much of a slow burn, but I'd seen it before. And there's this guy on this introductory episode, the first episode. I'm like, who is this guy? He looks familiar. And I was like, that motherfucker there was on another reality show, and he was on The Circle on Netflix. And then I found out he was also on Perfect Match on Netflix, and he was also on this other summer camp show. And now you're on Married at First Sight. I feel like we need to put a cap on the number of reality shows people are allowed to be on. The Perfect Match show, I get it. Look, that show, it's literally Netflix reality stars that are meeting together to try to see if they can find their perfect match. He fits that criteria. The same thing
Yeah.
with the game one. This one on a completely different network. You're telling me you couldn't find another person? You got to cast this fool? Like at some point you got to look for love in the other place. In another place, like real life, like dating apps. Like I understand that this was like the first or like the second actual dating show he was on. They're not all dating shows. I get it, I guess. But goddamn, man, we got to put a cap on some of these people. Give this to some hardworking human being who actually does shit other than that and wants to find love and just truly hasn't had any luck. Not some guy. This guy also went to fucking like MIT and has a degree. I'm like, yo, if you can't woo people in the real world, like get your like conceited ass off the camera. You just want to be on TV some more. And like this is like a real deal show. He's gonna get with a divorce on his record and shit because he wants to be in the limelight all the time. So you know what? Go for it, Nick.
Yeah, reality TV seems to be his occupation of choice is what it's giving. For my number four, I'm going with Jake Paul opening up his asshole to call out the next senior citizen that he wants to fucking fight, which is a 50-year-old Brock Lesnar. You know what? Go for it, champ. Brock Lesnar will crush your fucking skull in his bare hands. We all know he's got to go back to the rivers and the lakes that he's used to of fighting elderly people because the last person that he fought, who was close to his age range, was 36-year-old who literally broke his jaw. So now he's got to go back to fighting guys in the fucking nursing home who have been retired for 10 years. I wish this guy would just retire his damn self. Shut the fuck up. I'm just so sick of hearing and seeing both of those guys. But Jake definitely gets on my nerves more than the other one does.
That's WWE's finest Brock Lesnar, by the way.
Right.
That guy, I hope they do like an MMA fight though. That shit would be, whew, that guy's scary still to this day. Uh, Number four for me, if you're a longtime listener to the show, Karrin's mom, I talked about a long time ago getting hand, foot, and mouth, which was one of the more painful things I've had to experience in my lifetime, a baby illness, but it ended up with me getting like a whole bunch of like little blisters in my mouth, and that shit was truly the fucking worst. Well, newsflash, pals, that shit has reemerged and is back in my home. Only this time it is my middle child who has contracted it. Is that the word I'm looking for? So
Yeah.
now it's back in my home. So best case scenario, I can't kiss my sweet angel baby and those adorable chubby
Oh,
cheeks, and I got to stay away from her and sanitize my hands a million times. Worst case scenario, I get hand, foot, and mouth again. So by the time we record this show next week, I'm barely going to be able to talk. But I grind through it, and it's going to be miserable for everybody involved, and I'll waste PTO days on it. Poor sweet JoJo. Poor daycare, not them poor, but poor us for sending our kids to daycare. First payment of three kids went through, by the way, today. And day two, we're already missing a kid from there. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I can't wait to get it in my hand, feet, and mouth. We'll see what happens.
I can't wait till next Monday we record. I'm like, oh man, I'm just so tired. I just don't feel like doing this. And you're like, bitch, I have hand, foot, and mouth disease. And I am sitting. Honestly, I might give you a cookie for that. You might win. I might allow that one.
I don't
If
want to
you
win. I would
if
much
you
rather you win. Get it. Please win. Please. I concede. I forfeit.
My number three, your girl from Love Island, your favorite, your numero uno, Kenzie. She gets out of the villa and her fucking first post on Instagram. I'm just so thankful. God bless. He just blessed us. She got Bible verses in the fucking caption. Hold on, bitch. Nothing about the way that your ass was moving in that villa was biblical. Sit your fucking ass down. And not even just that, but in none of the conversations that she was having with these guys was like, yeah, we go to church every Sunday. It's really big in my family. We're just so into the Lord. As soon as she gets out of the fucking villa, though, it's God, I love this country and God bless me. And I'm so thankful. Man, shut the fuck up. I hate that shit.
That shit is really annoying, and I didn't see that. I actually don't. I know you were saying that sarcastically and doing the whole you like white people thing, but I don't mind Kenzie as much as you do. Like, Kenzie doesn't bother me that much, although I do think she might be a Trump supporter, and that's really annoying. But like, I didn't like, but yeah, I mean, you're over here getting finger blasted every night by several different guys. I think those are her words, not mine, honestly. I'm being dead serious. Like in the interview, she was saying that. So you're doing that, but then you get out and you do the whole Bible song and dance. I think that's for me too. You're supposed to be having these serious conversations. Religion never comes up a single time. But you know what? It's hard to have these conversations when you're making out consistently, and
With a
just
new guy every 30 minutes.
making so
When
many
your
deep.
when your when your handshakes are kisses, it's real hard to pray every night.
You don't got time, but hey, she is living biblical because it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, Corinne. Not like she was making out with a bunch of girls like one of you lesbians. Number three for me, I'm going with Trump's his beautiful farewell to his good friend Lindsey Graham. Fox News, when are you going to learn to stop putting this motherfucker on the microphone after somebody dies that's his friend? Clearly, he doesn't like any of these people. Charlie Kirk, they were like, oh, your really good friend, Charlie Kirk died. He probably didn't even remember who Charlie Kirk was. He passed away. He's like, but look at this ballroom we're building. Yeah, that sucks, but have you seen the ballroom? Lindsey Graham passed away. He treats this shit like it's the roast of Lindsey Graham. He's like, yeah, that guy sucks at golf. Called me way too much. Yeah, good friend or whatever, but he's not getting a perfect score for me. This guy, not much of a golfer. Like, what are we even doing here? Like, we know Trump's good at several things: scamming, lying, being a rapist, possibly a pedophile. But one of his things he's not great at, giving eulogies. Stop giving this man the goddamn microphone. This is your network, Fox News. You should know better, but you're a bunch of dumbasses, so you keep putting him on here, hoping he'll say something sentimental, realizing he's incapable of doing so. Great times. I know you and him are both struggling with the loss of Lindsey Graham.
They were trying so hard to get him to wrap it the fuck up and keep him on track, but he just keeps going off on these mindless tangents that have nothing to do with Lindsay or the death or anyways. All right, my
Hey,
number two.
hey, they should have been staying together. Closeted gay men, that's their thing. They should have they had something in common at least.
All right, my number two. I'm going with these diarrhea bugs in our fucking fruit. That's pissing me off because it's not really being covered on the news, first of all. Second of all, they have the fucking nerve to try to blame Taco Bell. Excuse you? Taco Bell has been supplying hardworking Americans with diarrhea for generations, goddammit. Don't you fucking dare bring Taco Bell into this. It is not fucking Taco Bell giving everybody diarrhea. Don't you fucking dare. You motherfuckers.
I'm pretty sure
That's all I got to say on that.
that was not where I thought you were going, but that was beautiful. Thank you for that. They definitely gave me food poisoning one time, but you know what? I've had more great experiences with Taco Bell than bad experiences. Taco Bell has been a consistent piece of my life for a long time, and I like to thank them. They don't give me diarrhea. Oh, this is getting gross, but just know Chipotle is worse. Chipotle, if you want to like die
I
and
honestly low key support that.
if you want to die, eat Chipotle. Like I think South Park said, if you want your asshole to bleed or something, yeah, Chipotle will do that for you. Much less Taco Bell. Number two for me, I'm going with Peloton instructors that are catered to a very specific crowd, and I'm not in that crowd. So I work out. I try to get some form of exercise every day, whether it's like a 10-minute ab workout or, when I hop on the Peloton, I try to do arms and intervals workouts because you get the upper body work, but you also get the cardio and you build your legs, blah, 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 blah. It's not important. I typically go to the same instructors. I don't like people who are too motivational. Alex Toussaint, great playlist, but that guy is just like too motivational for me. I don't need you screaming at me. I'm self-motivated. I don't need this shit. Tune Day, awesome, but she only has so many classes, right? Some of the girls I enjoy, like Emma Lovewell, I think is one. Cody Rigsby, gay man, great workouts on that guy. Guy's super jacked, but everything he says I cannot relate to. So I do his workouts because they're great and because he is humorous. But he's like, all right, sluts, time to get going. He's like, us fine bitches are gonna get going right now. Don't open your legs on this. Only thing we're doing is opening our legs for our husbands tonight. I'm like, bitch, what do you like? I can't like this doesn't apply. He's like, so when you're out having girls night, drinking your espresso martinis, I'm like, I'm not doing any of these things. And like, I wish I was because it sounds like a good time the way you're explaining it, but I just have nothing in common. I'm like, man, I feel very much like class was not made for me. I'm still going to take it, and I will not make myself seem marginalized or what's the word I'm looking for or any of
Yeah,
that
I think
stuff as a
yeah.
straight white male. But I'm like, God damn, like, can you plan at least for like somebody like me doing this class? Like,
Like one straight man.
apparently I'm the only one that exists in these classes, and I'm just a bitch, a slut, and I just can't wait to get slutty for my wife later on. Spread my legs for her, apparently.
Get ready to have those martinis at brunch, ladies. Bottomless mimosas time.
That,
Bottoms up.
that's exactly that's literally like what he says. And I'm just like, yeah, I am a bad bitch.
You're like,
Yeah.
do I do I at bottom is up?
It's great.
All right. My number one. Let's you brought up Trump. Let's circle back on this fucking guy. You know what I'm really sick of? They just announced that he is now slapping his name on I think the Palm Beach airport because it's like right by Mar-a-Lago. And I'm like, what is it with this guy fucking hijacking, Kennedy Center now, which they already removed his name, thank fucking God. And now he's hijacking an established airport. And I'm like, you keep doing this because you can't build shit on your own. You can't even keep a fucking pool clean. You're over here draining the pool every other fucking month. You definitely can't get no fucking airport built. Bitch, you can't get a fucking a media center like the fucking Kennedy Center. You can't get anything built because you give contracts that are $5 to your buddies who fuck shit up. We started as a fucking the estimate for the ballroom was like $50. Now it's $500 trillion, and we're like 10 months over. Like, what are we? This is why he has to hijack everybody else's shit. He can't build shit great on his own. And so he tries to attach his name to some already established and well-running shit to give himself credibility. You have no credibility, bitch. Look at the fucking, he turned the fountain brown after his restoration like, get the fuck out of here. You can't even keep a pool clean. Take your fucking name off of everything. I'm so sick of this fucking guy. I'm really the diarrhea and the Trump and the get me out of here, dude. That's
This
all I gotta say.
this fool is really also he's really giving gold member. How he talks about everything's gold. Like he is from Austin Powers 3. Like I don't know who this fool thinks he is. I mean,
Oh,
they've got the same haircut. I'm sure their skin's the same. He probably eats his shit too, his weird ass. Number one for me, I'm going with somebody that Trump will also give a terrible eulogy about if he somehow outlives his dear friend JD Vance. And I'm going with Secret Service coming out and talking about how much money this man is blowing on private helicopter rides to take his son to golf lessons, to take his family house hunting, to find houses for family members. And when your own Secret Service agents come out against you, you got to be doing something egregious. So apparently, these helicopter rides can cost hardworking American taxpayers $16,000 to $24,000. So coming from a guy who, man of the people. Hillbilly, was it Eulogy? You was it whatever that is, coming from being poor with his drug addict mom and all these things, being broke. Clearly forgot his roots because this bitch is just using all our dollars to take a goddamn helicopter for a golf lesson. And supposedly that flight got canceled, not because he canceled it, because of weather. But here, like, you're using all this shit. You completely forgot your roots, but that was clearly obvious when you started endorsing Trump after saying he was a never Trump guy. This guy is such a phony. He's using this for a come up, which we all clearly knew, taking advantage of all the benefits. And you know what? No, I didn't. I was going to say I had some respect for his wife, but she's married to him, so I don't have any respect for her because clearly she's taking advantage of these privileges as well. Like, people were like, even Mike Pence wasn't doing shit like this. Mike Pence is a piece of shit, but at least January 6th had him come around. Like, I just can't, man. I mean,
yeah,
we
man.
can't pay for daycare, but JD Vance could take private helicopters and have
And
people.
tell you to get the grandparents to take
Yeah,
care of
it's
the
no big
kids
deal. I'm just gonna have
instead.
my mom just
Yeah,
move states
fly
and
in. Yeah,
she watch my
have a
kids.
fly in and move your parents in and take care of everybody. Yeah, no,
We won't be
these
able to
people.
afford gas for our Kia Sportage, but he can afford gas for the helicopter to drive. Yeah. And that wraps up episode number 71 of Long Lost Pals. We appreciate folks. I don't know if clips are going to be out for last week's episode because I was supposed to do them today, but I had to pick up my kid because she had HFM, aka hand, foot, and mouth. So it's just been, kind of a predicament. So,
Poor JoJo, man.
we give what we give, and you don't throw a fiv. I don't know. It didn't rhyme well, but you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Yeah, poor JoJo indeed. But hopefully next week I'm not talking with blisters all in my mouth.
I hope. I really hope you win. You win that competition.
That shit is trash. Like shit is trash. Like I swear to God. Like I'd
What do
rather have
you? What do you like? What kind of medicine do you have to like take
you. I
it
don't
down?
think you can. I think it's just like you gotta like time heals all, baby. I think I just gotta like yeah. I'd rather have the Taco Bell diarrhea. But in the meantime, while I'm shitting and got a mouthful of blisters, I'm Joey. Stay fly. We're out.